So, hello my dear friends. Last time I discussed in summary Sanskrit grammar. So continuing forward, I want to discuss the topic of suffix in slight more detail. By understanding this aspect of the detail, we shall be able to break down verses from Bhagavad Gita and various other Sanskrit passages. So just to give you a recap, most Sanskrit words are formed by this operation where you have a prefix or upasarga, then a root and a suffix. So as I discussed last time, depending on the kind of suffix is used, you have two kinds of words, a name-related word and an action-related word. Now given that if you fix the gender or the lakara, then you have a 3/8 table for name-related word and you have a 3/3 table for an action-related word. Now how does it really look like? To give you an example, for a root word gora, here is a 3/8 table. In this table you can see, let's consider the first line which says nominative. How is it used? It is used as a subject. And how does it sound like? Gora, Gaurau, Gauraha. I'll give you an example of it just in a moment. If Gora is used as an object, then you should use the second line, which is Gauram, Gaurau and Gauran. If Gora is an instrument in some sentence, then it should be Gaurena, Gaurabhyam and Gaurai. If something is being offered unto Gora, it should be Gauraya, Gaurabhyam, Gaurebhya. Like if you remember Vasudeva, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, like that. If something is taken away from Gora, which means source from, then it will be Gaurat, Gaurabhyam, Gaurebhya. If Gora is used in somebody's relationship, then it should be Gaurasya, Gaurayo, or Gauranam. If something happens in Gora or at Gora, then Gaure, Gaurayo, Gaureshu. And if somebody is calling Gora, it should be Gaura, Gaurau, and Gauraha. So this is a standard usage of suffixes. Now, there are rules to make such tables for practically any name-related word. You don't have to learn them, but just by going through Bhagavad Gita verses and different study of the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, if you keep an attention of the word meanings which Prabhupada provides in each purport or in each verse, then you will automatically get the gist of how Sanskrit grammar works. Unless you plan to write Sanskrit, you don't have to learn these tables. So let me give you an example. Now this is a song, or this is a verse prepared by a great devotee named as Raghunath in a book called Gauranga Virudhavali. So in that book, he has written this verse in glorification of Lord Chaitanya. Now this verse is very beautiful because it takes all the 8 declensions or suffixes, types of suffixes for name-related words. So the first line is Gaura Sat Charitamrita Nidhir. Gaura is an ocean of nectar of pastimes. So you notice Gaura is a subject. That is why we use the first line Gauraha or 1.1 because there's only one Gaura. 1.1 means the first line or the first type, nominative. And that's the first, and the second one means it's singular. Next one, Gauram Sadaiva Stute. I always pray Gora, or I always pray to Gora. So Gora is an object now instead of being a subject. And that is why we have to use the second line. That is why it says in Sanskrit Gauram. The next one is Gaurena Prathitam Rahasya. The most secret form of worship was established by Gora. So this time Gora is an instrument. When Gora is an instrument, we use the third line, which is Gaurena. That is why you notice Sanskrit Gaurena. Next one is Bhajanam Gauraya Sarvam Dade. I offer everything to Gora. So Gora is a recipient. That corresponds to the fourth line, Gauraya. Next one, Gaurad Asti Kripalur Atranaparo. There is no one more merciful in this world than Gora, or from Gora. So from Gora you have fifth line, Gorath, and that is why I say Gorath. Now, by the way, it says Gorad, D there instead of T. That is because of Sandhi. Sandhi rule, T becomes D. We read this earlier. Next one, Gorasya Brityo Abhavam. I became the servant of Gora. So in relationship with Gora. That is number 6, Gorasya. Next one, Gore Gauravam Acharami Bhagavan. I act in reverence centered on Gora. So the reverence is, so the first one is Gore, next one is Gauravam. Gauravam means reverence. So my reverence is centered on Gora. If something happens on or at, it becomes the 7th line, which is Gore. And the last one, Gora Prabho Rakshamam. O Prabhagavan, O Gora, O Prabhu, please protect me. So we're calling out to him. When we're calling out to him, it becomes the 8th line, and that is why it is Gora. Like in the Hare Krishna mantra, we're calling out. So there, Hare Krishna, all the words are in the 8th tense. And both for Hari and Hara, the 8th vocative last line is Hara. And that is why, it is Hare. That is why when we say Hare Krishna, there Hare can mean both Hari and Hara. Because for both of them, the 8th line is same. So this is for name-related words. These are suffixes for name-related words. Similarly, there are suffixes for verb-related words also. Now here I am giving an example of only one lakar, or of only one time, place and circumstance. As I discussed earlier, there are 10 lakaras. There are 10 time context in which a verb can be added as suffix. So these are suffixes for present tense in English. So how does it go? This is for gam dhatu, and it goes gacchati, gacchata, gacchanti, gacchasi, gacchata, gachatha, gacchami, gacchava, gacchama. And it translates as he goes, they two go, and they all go. So the first line is all third person. Go, 2 goes, and 3 goes. Next line is gacchasi. If I were to ask you, you go, that will be gacchasi. You two go, gacchata. You all go, gacchata. Very slight difference. And the first person, I go, we two go, we all go. So, depending on which of these suffixes we choose, there will be different usages. So, by understanding this, if we go back to the previous verse, in the previous verse, we had said in the second last line, Gore, Gauravam, Acharami, Bhagavan. So it says Acharami. Acharami means I act. So it is I acting. That is why it is first person singular. Gacchami, and similarly there it is Acharami. So Acharami comes from the root word achar. That is why Acharami. So like that, based upon different time context, we have different suffixes for verb-related words. Now once you have understood these declensions, by the way, the suffixes for name-related words are called Vibhaktis, and the suffixes for verb-related words are called Akhyata. Now apart from these verb-related words and name-related words, there is a third type of words which are called known as indeclinables. Now these indeclinables don't have any suffixes for any time, place or circumstance, like cha, which means and, na, which means not, tu means but, and kintu means but. So like that, there are many more indeclinables, and for them there is no time suffix for usage. So once we understand this, let us see an example. So you must have heard about the Bhagavad Gita. The name for the Bhagavad Gita is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now there are 2 ways you can translate it. First way is we take it as 3 words. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Srimad has a root word Shri, and there is a suffix Mad. This suffix gives the meaning having Shri. So Srimad means having Shri, where Shri means beauty or fortune. So having beauty or fortune. Bhagavat, again, it translates as having or possessing Bhaga, where Bhaga means opulence of fortune. Then the third one is Gita. Gita means which is sung, where the root word is Gai. Gai means to sing, and Gita means which is sung. So the translation becomes a beautiful divine song or a divine song. Another way we can translate this same word is if we consider it as a samasa. So it becomes Srimati Bhagavata Gita iti. So here Srimati means having Shri, or Srimad or Srimati are practically the same except they are for different genders. Now since Gita is feminine, that's why we are using Srimati here. Next one is Bhagavata. Now Bhagavata is coming from the table which we discussed earlier, and it means of Bhagavat, in relationship to Bhagavat. The root word is Bhagavat. So the root word Bhagavat means one who possesses Bhaga, as we discussed in the previous slide. So Bhagavataha means of Bhagavat. In Gita again, which is sung, root word is Gai. So having this way of translating this word, we have the translation, a beautiful song of the Supreme. Now why do we have two translations? This translation is based on a samasa rule, and the previous one is as a straight translation. So this is the beauty of Sanskrit. You can have dual meanings for many words depending on how you break it up and how you try to understand it. We notice that our acharyas used both kind of translations, so both are acceptable. That is why in Bhagavad Gita or any Sanskrit scripture, we need the help of our acharyas, because there can be multiple meanings to the same verse, and it is our acharyas which give us a light to understand each verse.